Oh, it's nothing serious. Just a small cut from that paper clip. It's just a scratch.
This is very old wine. I hope you will like it.
Aren't you drinking?
I never drink wine.
Well, it's delicious.
And now I'll leave you.
Well, good night.
Good night, Mr. Renfield.
Okay, here we are in part 3 of this 1940 Sears Silvertone Bela Lugosi radio. So it's time to do the cabinet here. I'm going to see if I can do something about this here. Maybe I can lower this a little bit to hide this rip in here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to turn this around and see how that's mounted. It looks like it's mounted on this board here. So there's like 6 screws on there. Let's take that off. Remove that and see what it looks like. I can see the ones on the side here are stapled here. See these staples? Looks like that's a wasp nest or something. What do you think? I can save these, but this, it's glued onto the wood here. I think maybe I can take this off and turn it around. So this would be up here.
This doesn't look good.
I don't know. I really like this pattern here, but there's none to be bought anywhere. So this is a rare pattern here.
Easy does it, fella.
You should be careful.
Be careful.
Be careful, Ralphie!
Be careful. Be careful.
Be careful.
Pretty bad shape, huh? Could I turn it around like that and use it like this?
Oh, brother!
I don't know. Since this end here, which was on the top, was folded over here, that gave me a little bit more length. Maybe I can use that length to my advantage here. bring that up more. But I don't know. This whole area here is really dirty. Think I could soak this into some solution to clean that up? Or would that ruin it?
Don't do it.
Don't be stupid.
Now the grill cloth is shown inside this window here. Let's measure this. It's about 6 inches. We'll measure from where the top of the worn part is exactly 6 inches here. So I may be able to get away with it. This whole thing measures 7, so if that's the worst of the damage right here, that's 6 inches. So I'll just flip it around. I think I'd rather have that hole on the top there because it's less noticeable. What do you think? Now if I glue that or staple that on there, it's going to be a lot tighter so I can pull this up more, but for the time being, let's just stick this board back in here, see what it looks like. Here's the worn part that was down here is now up here, but it's a lot better. Now you're probably thinking, well, Buzz, now the pattern is facing up instead of pointing down. Well, maybe I can just reverse these two here so they're pointing up. And nobody will be the wiser, huh? After thinking about it, I decided to leave these pieces here pointing down. This is pointing up. That'd be a little conversation piece. People will ask, why did he do that? And that will enhance the mystery of this radio. Well, there it is. It's an improvement, but you can still see the hole up here. So maybe I can just stretch this a little bit more and it'll look better. So I'm gonna do this off camera, then we'll take a gander at what it looks like. Oh boy, I don't know about this. Well, tragedy has struck the Buzz household again. I tried to stretch it and it just ripped here.
You stupid bonehead.
Now it doesn't look as bad as the original with that bagginess and the big hole here, but I think we need a new grill cloth. But even if I don't get one, I don't think it looks that bad, to tell you the truth. It gives it a little bit of character, huh? Okay, well, old Buzz can't put this off any longer. It's time to clean this chassis up.
Chassis.
I'm gonna see if I can get any type of a shine off of this. It's looking pretty bad because this thing looks horrible. So I went to the auto store and I bought me some heavy-duty rubbing compound. Let's see if this can do anything, huh? Okay, let's just try it here. There it is. Pitiful, just pitiful. Is this mission impossible? Probably. Let's just get out the old Dremel tool and go to town on it. See what happens. What have we got to lose? Nothing. Well, that's a shocker, huh? Well, there is a shine underneath all that dirt or grime or whatever that stuff is. I'm gonna have to take this outside because it's just kicking up too much dust here on the house. In the meantime, I want to remove this piece here so it won't get damaged. Made out of foil. Looks like I have to clean this here too. We'll see you out in the garage. Man, it is so cold in this garage. Whew. Ugh. Alright, let's see what I can do with this.
Oh, now you did it.
Ah, crap. The dial string broke.
You big dummy.
Oh boy.
This is ridiculous.
That didn't last long. Good thing I bought a bunch of those. Let's see if this will take off this without any rubbing compound on there. Well, it took off a lot of the dirt and grime on there. Just rub it with a cloth and see if we can get some of that out. Not very much. Now you know why I didn't want to do this.
I don't blame you.
I'm gonna get some Scotch-Brite and see if I can do that by hand there.
Is that it?
That's as good as it gets.
Let me compare it to this here. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest off camera. It's too hard to do the camera work and then do this at the same time. I just want to finish it. So when I got it looking halfway decent, we'll come back to it and take a look at it. Well, I'm finished. That took quite a while. But it's good as it's gonna get. Compared to what it looked like before, I think it looks pretty good.
Not bad.
Now I had to take this thing apart. This piece here, I had to take off. It was just in my way. Trying to scrub this over here. In order to get that off, there's screws over here. And these two are easy, but the ones over here were hard. And I had to remove the screws on top here. And this whole assembly here is loose. I had to take the sides that were over here. I cleaned up these push buttons here. So I think that's gonna work okay. Now this rear, I couldn't get any of this off. So I'm gonna just mask off these things and just paint it. Plus this. Well, there's the rear. I think it turned out pretty good, huh? And here's this piece here. This piece goes over here in the front. So I think we're all set there. We'll bring out the cabinet and take a look at it and give it a close look and see what we're going to do with it. Okay, I cleaned the cabinet. I used Lysol on it. It worked pretty good. You can see there's scratches and stuff on here, but I don't think the finish is that bad. So I'm thinking maybe I can use these Howard's Restore finish on here. My only problem is I don't have a regular walnut, and I've got dark walnut, not much in there, and I got golden oak. So I'm thinking here, for the first pass, I'll put the dark walnut on there and see what happens. I think we'll try it on the top. Let's give it a go, huh? Okay, let's boogie. That stuff works pretty good, huh? I still see the gouges in it, but you know, this is a Bela Lugosi radio. It should have some scars on it.
I know.
Let's do the rest of it. I think this might work. Okay, next on here, put all the screws back on here. And remember, I broke the dial string, so I gotta figure out how that goes. I gotta redo these cables here. You see the wire stripped here. These things need to be replaced. Another bare wire there. That needs to be replaced. The main thing here is I gotta fix that dial string. I think I'm in trouble there. Well, after messing with this thing for several days and many, many hours, I think I finally figured out how the dial string goes on. Now, I couldn't find a wiring diagram. I searched and searched and finally came up with something close. Let me show you that. Now, this is the closest one I found, but you see here, it's missing a pulley here. You see this drawing only got 1, 2, 3 pulleys on here, plus the shaft. Let me show you what this one looks like. With this view here, you can see the shaft here. You got 1 pulley here, 1 pulley here, 1 pulley here, and this string goes all the way over here to the other side with a pulley here. This is where the dial pointer moves back and forth. So after it comes over here, it winds back over here to one of these other pulleys. I think I finally found out how it goes on correctly. I thought it went one way and it kept slipping off. This has turned into The Curse of Dracula. Since this is a Bela Lugosi radio,
Pull the string.
so I bought a new spool of dial string here, and we're going to complete this, hopefully on camera here. This is probably the most frustrating job I've ever had, doing these radios over 10 years. It truly was a curse. Getting this dial string strung correctly has kicked old Buzz's ass. What makes this so difficult is where this is located here. It's in a very tight spot, and trying to string this and going up to these other pulleys up here, that's when the cussing started. And I figure I cussed more than I ever did in my whole life trying to get this string on here. But now I think I got it figured out. I'm gonna take this wheel off and I'll show you what I did on here. I took the little C-clip that goes on here on the shaft. So let me remove this. I'll show you the modifications I made on here. I kept having problems with this stupid spring here. So I replaced it with this heavy-duty spring here. The one that was in there was this rinky-dinky spring here. Once I got everything wound, you have to hook on this spring to one of these holes here. And because the angle that it's at, it was almost impossible to get this thing to hook in on one of the holes here. And when I did get it on there once, I turned the shaft and it popped off. So that's why I decided to put a screw through it and a nut so that can't come loose. Then I took this round piece, stuck it on the other end here so that's not coming loose. And you can see how the tension is very strong, so I can stretch the string more. Over the past few days, I've done this many times, all wrong. So let's do it the right way, huh? Well, this wheel goes on the shaft here, and it's gotta be lined up just right because there's a teeth here that's supposed to mesh with the gear, and I gotta locate it just the right position. There you can see the C-clip I put in. It's so soft that it shows all the scratches and stuff, and it bends so easy. I'm gonna have to go pick up one of these at Ace Hardware, the ones made out of steel, but we'll do that another day. Right now, let's get this thing strong, huh? Okay, the first thing we want to do here is we want to string this with the tuner all the way closed. Now, I spent many hours thinking I could do it with it all the way open and stringing it that way. And since I was doing it wrong anyway, it was never going to work. So we want it closed like that. So when this is in that all the way closed position, it stops here. Now I want to wind this string through here. Okay, I've got it. Now we're going to flip it over. Okay, with keeping tension on that wheel, I'm going to loop this over this pulley here. Ah! There's the frustration on it. I lose the tension, I got to start over again. Okay, let's try that again here. Let's get it around the pulley. Now this has got to go around that shaft a couple times, but we don't want to go over. We want to put it underneath the shaft. I put some tape here just to hold the tension on the string. Now I got to feed this string under the shaft and pull it through. I'm keeping the tension with my thumb on there. Let's bring this over. Like that. Okay, I'm going to wind that 2 times around that. When I get that far, we'll be right back. Okay, I've got it around 2 times. Now I got to put it up on this pulley here. But I remove those 2 screws here because it's easy to access it, but I need to put a screw in here to hold that in there. So I'm going to do that. Most important thing when you're doing this is tension, tension, tension. If you don't do that, you learn the hard way. Okay, let me screw that on there. Okay, next I gotta take the string and loop it around there all the way to the other end. Let's do that. What I'm gonna do here is take the string and put it right here and loop it around that way. The reason I'm going to do this is once I get the string all the way around there and tied, I can pull this out to get more tension to it. And I'll show you that when I get to it. Okay, next I got to wrap the string around this pulley here. Like that. Okay, from that pulley up there, I gotta wrap the string around this wheel, all the way around, and then through this little notch here. It's gonna require me to tape it here in order to get the other end around that wheel back over here. Okay, I got the string wrapped over right here. Stick one end through this hole here and put some tension on it. Don't lose your tension, Buzz. See if I can tie a knot. Let's tie another knot on it.
Success! Success! Success!
Okay, the moment of truth has arrived. I'm going to put some super glue on that knot there. Let's see if this works. Now there's not that much tension on it. We're going to increase the tension in a second. I just want to see if I turn this shaft here, if we see it move.
Holy mackerel.
It's working!
I'm proud of you.
The tuner is all the way out. Let's put it back in the position it was in. Even without too much tension on that spring, it's working.
How lucky can you get?
Okay, remember this? I didn't put it in the pulley because I wanted to wait until it was tied. So now we just... Careful, Buzz. Don't let it go. That should put enough tension on it. Okay, let's just make sure it's going in the right direction when we turn it. When we turn it clockwise, it should come this way. So we'll just stick a piece of tape on there, pretend that's the dial pointer.
You did it!
You did it!
You did it, boy!
Yeah. Okay, I think we can trim this excess string here. Put some super glue on that knot so it won't come undone. And I think we got a winner here. This has been a long, long journey to get this far. And old Buzz is happy.
Whoop-de-doo, sir.
Whoopee. So this is old Buzz signing off. Stay tuned for Dickle's Corner. Next. Hello, folks. Welcome to Dickle's Corner. Brought to you by Funyuns. Buy a box today. They're yummy. Here's a question for you guys. Have any of you ever watched the TV show Romper Room? Huh? I'm serious. That's not a joke. Well, way back in December of 1988, Buzz's young son Christopher was 4 years old and appeared on the show with some other kids and the teacher, Miss Soko. Let's watch a few clips of the show, which was shot at Channel 13 Studios in Los Angeles. Roll the video!
Good morning, everyone. It's time for Romper Room again, and I'm your teacher, Miss Soko. Miss Music, we're ready to start the morning with some dancing. Now listen to the music. Stand up, Amber and Mona and Robin, and see if you can find the rhythm to the music. There you go. Do you see what Alex is doing? He was kicking his feet. Oh, I like the step Alex thought of right now. And look at Christopher. Is that what you do too? Look at that. Christopher's moving back and forth like this. Try and follow Christopher. I'm trying to do what he does. And Alex is crossing his feet. That's a good one, too. Notice what Amber's doing. She's kicking forward. And Mona's doing it just a little differently. She's using her heel to keep time. Whoa. Everybody at home, pick a partner and see if you can dance right along with our friends here. We love like to dance on Romper Room, and we like to learn a lot of different things too. So we're going to sit down right here because I want to ask my friends what they've learned this week. Sit down, Robin. Can you think of some of the things that we've done together this week? Some of the games we've played or some of the crafts we've made? Some of the things we've talked about?
I know.
Yes,
Stars.
Robin. Stars, that's right. Robin helped us with that. We practiced stars.
Hearts.
And Amber remembers we made a heart puzzle. Thank you, Amber. We did that too. Let's see, we did some pretending too. What kinds of things did we pretend to be?
Toys.
Toys? What kind of toys? Do you remember any of them?
I know one.
Which one?
Boat, train, bicycle. A train. Trike.
Yes, a truck, a bicycle, a boat, a train, and a robot. Oh, Christopher was a wonderful robot, friends at home. If you didn't watch that morning, we had such a good time, and we talked about giving and making our own presents. So we're going to keep doing that today also. But right now, I've got two very special helpers. Christopher and Alex are going to be the leaders for the pledge. So Alex will go over and get the flag, and Christopher will stand right in the middle, and Amber and Mona and Robin are going to help him out. Come forward. Stand right next to him so that everyone's strong voice can be heard. Okay. Oh, stand up, Robin. You need to stand during this. Okay, and why don't you step down here, Alex, so we can see you. There you go. You can stay right there. Okay, go ahead.
Right hand over your heart, ready, begin. Pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all very much. You can put the flag away, and Christopher did such a nice job with that.
I hope you all enjoyed watching that. That little Chris was a real cutie. Makes you wonder how Buzz, who has a face like a bucket of smashed crabs, could be his father. Hey, just for that, you don't get any candy. What? What candy? Well, Renee of Paper and Moose sent us 2 boxes of candy for Christmas. I want some of that candy. She probably sent it to me because she likes me more than you. Remember, in only 10 more years, I have a date with her on New Year's Eve.
Oh, brother.
Well, here's the Douglas candy. Don't eat it all. Oh boy, candy! Candy, candy, candy. Yummy, I love taffy. Good night, folks. That sure is chewy.